The C-SPAN networks bring you long-form public affairs programming from the nation's capital and are a public service of your television provider. C-SPAN, created by cable.
For your being here. And we'll start with Mr. Troy Vincent, who's Executive Vice President of Football Operations in the National Football League. Welcome.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, my name is Troy Vincent. I'm the Executive Vice President of Football Operations at the National Football League. I'm pleased to discuss the work we have underway at the NFL to address conduct standards, including domestic violence and sexual assault. We want to set the highest standards for personal behavior in order to meet the expectations of our fans, players, and those of the general broader public. In 2007, Commissioner Goodell issued an enhanced personal conduct policy for all players, owners, and league employees. But as recent events made clear, we have not kept our standards current with our own values. We've made mistakes. We've been humbled. We accept the criticism we've received, and we are committed to being part of the solution. We will get this right. Mr. Chairman and committee, when I consider these issues, I bring a perspective far beyond an NFL executive. Domestic violence was a way of life in my home growing up. My brother and I watched helplessly numerous times as my mother was beaten and knocked unconscious as we dialed 911. We saw how she struggled to seek help and find the courage to say no more. The fear and the complexities accompanying this violence remain very real in my life today. I've committed my life work for the last 20 years as an advocate against domestic violence in an effort to keep others from experiencing this lifetime pain. I relate to the 20 million victims, survivors of domestic violence, sexual abuse in every community across our great nation. In addition, I had the honor and the privilege of playing in the National Football League for 15 years. 12 of those years I served as a union official. 4 of those years I served as the Players Association president. I support the interest of all players in a fair process. I led these efforts. I know the majority of our current and former players are terrific husbands, fathers, and men who have made incredible contributions into their communities. Mr. Chairman, players know that league standards are not labor issues nor management issues. They're issues that concern everyone. In 2007, the league and the players union worked closely together, collaborated in developing a personal conduct policy. I was part of those efforts. And today, just as in the past, the league has invited the NFLPA, along with other experts, to assist us in setting the highest possible standards. The NFL is taking a number of steps to improve how we respond to incidents of domestic violence, child abuse, and sexual assault. First, through efforts personally led by the commissioner, the NFL has undertaken a thorough review of our personal conduct policy, having consulted with over 100 leading experts across a broad range of subjects. Our goal is to set clear rules to govern accountability for misconduct, to establish a fair process for our players and employee discipline. We will create a conduct committee responsible for review and recommend changes to the personal conduct policy going forward. Experts will continue to advise both the conduct committee and the commissioner so that we always have the right voices at the table on both educational and disciplinary work. Second, we are deploying a comprehensive mandatory education program for more than 5,000 men and women in the NFL family. Our goal is to ensure that everyone understands and has the full scope of this behavior and is familiar with the warning signs associated with these crimes. Education also promotes prevention, bystander intervention, how individuals can appropriately and safely help those at risk is another key focus area of our education. Third, we are training critical response teams to help prevent and respond quickly to family violence and sexual assault, including safety, medical, legal, and financial support. Fourth, we are supporting leading domestic violence and sexual assault awareness and prevention groups, including the National Domestic Violence Hotline and the National Sexual Violence Resource Center. Fifth, and finally, we're raising awareness of this critical issue domestic violence, child abuse, and sexual assault, in collaboration with the No More campaign and the Joyful Heart Foundation. The NFL is airing public service announcements during our game. Finally, we're promoting programs for those who play, coach, and manage our game at all levels, including age-appropriate character development, healthy relationship education, as well as dating violence, domestic violence, child abuse, and sexual assault education. We've learned a great deal from our mistakes, and by listening to experts in the domestic violence, child abuse, and the sexual assault communities, the more we've listened, the more we've learned and become more aware of these complexities, both of the problem and the solution. We're working hard to balance the issues of a fair process with the goal of preventing and punishing these behaviors. Mr. Chairman and the committee, we believe that wearing the uniform of an NFL player is a privilege. It is not a right. Every member of the NFL community must embrace this unique leadership role that we play in our society and the trust that you place in us. We look forward to working with the committee to advance these goals I know we all share. Thank you for this opportunity. And Chairman, I thank you for your lifetime service in this area.
Thank you, Mr. Vincent. That was excellent testimony and honest. And it's a good beginning. Thank you.